Hello, it's Naomi here again from Aurelia Training. I'm here today with my colleague David, who's going to give us a bit of an overview of the Level 3 Lead Adult Care workout apprenticeship that we offer here at Aurelia Training. Hello David, how are you?
Oh, Naomi, you're okay?
Yeah, all good. So, Lead Adult Care Worker Level 3. I think I'd be able to be a bit better at that. Can you just give me a bit of an overview and how the qualification works and who it's aimed at?
So with the level 3 is aimed at more people who are in senior roles. However, it doesn't exclude those who are working towards a senior or who's working towards a care coordinator. Right. So what it does is it gives them the background of care before they can progress further in their own career, if that is management within the company and etc., or lead carer, and then go on to other things. But very similar to the level 2, they will cover a set of mandatory units which are required. So that would cover the likes of safeguarding, communication, equality and diversity, and so on. And then they get to pick their optional units. So with the level 3, their optional units can range from dementia to learning disabilities to mental health. But bearing in mind, they have to pick optional units that are relatable to their current job role.
Right.
In order for us to kind of get the evidence.
Okay, so it's all sort of, again, it's about sort of developing obviously what you would have learned at level 2 and going to that next level, and then again sort of preparing you a little bit for the next level above again, I suppose. So within that, obviously with the optional units, how are those chosen? Is it do the learner just get to choose them, or do you get other people involved when you're choosing those?
So normally the employer as well as the learner will have input into what their optional units are.
Okay.
And then we kind of go through the criteria and we discuss all the elements. So as part of the same as the level 2, with the level 3, we will do 2 observations. We'll also do 2 professional discussions. And the whole point of why the units have to be relatable, because they all fit into the observation.
Right.
And all fit into the discussion template.
Okay.
So, and it's more relatable. So if you're working in a sector that is more learning disabilities, then doing a learning disability pathway is going to keep the learner engaged, and it gives them the kind of building blocks to develop their knowledge further. Yeah.
And then they've got that. So obviously then when they're doing those discussions, they can use real life examples, I suppose, as well. Yeah. Which is great.
We're a believer in using examples and then reflecting, because that's a really good way of meeting the criteria.
Yeah.
So very much we promote a working in a workshop environment where learners come in. Normally we'll have a group, and then within that group you'll find that you'll have some learners from a domiciliary background or some from a residential setting. And the good idea with that is the qualification can be written more in a broader context. So they can learn more about the care industry generally, which is giving them again the building blocks for them to progress in their careers.
And I suppose that's quite an interactive learning environment then as well, because you're hearing not just about what happens in your own setting, you can get that experience from other people and share ideas and again develop their own skills and their own experience by listening to what other people are doing as well.
Because as you're aware of yourself, when you look at criteria and you read out criteria, it can be very vague in what they want the learner to write. But then if you put it in the context of an example, the learner will then realise that they are doing it naturally. Yeah. And they can then apply it to the criteria. So they will attend a workshop, and they have access to contacting us at any time via email and phone calls. They can have that support within the workshop and externally.
Oh, fab. So they've got, they don't have to sort of sit there and go, I'm not sure about this. They can pick the phone up and ask you a few questions or drop you an email. Fab. Right. Do they do an endpoint assessment for the level 3 as well?
They do. They do an EPA, which is an exam, a multiple choice, and then they do a professional discussion template.
Okay.
So as part of the EPA process for the level 3, they will have to go out and collect witness testimonies from their service users or clientele or residents. And then their manager has to agree to sign a form to say that they're ready to move forward and do the EPA. Okay. So like we've discussed previously, we will support the learners to get their portfolio completed. as well as their functional skills, if needed.
Yeah.
And then we move on then to prepping them for the exam and the professional discussion.
Fab. So they've got all that support before they actually get assessed by the exam board themselves and go through it forward.
And 9 times out of 10, we ensure we're there on the day that the professional discussion takes place, just for more moral support.
Yeah, so hold their hands and make sure that they're ready before they go into obviously that exam environment, and they're fabulous.
And it's also to mention as well, with any qualification that we deliver, we welcome feedback, so we constantly are adapting our practices to meet individual learning styles and needs. So even though that we're in a classroom environment, we use a number of activities, handouts, we do work on the boards, we can provide learners with sentence starters and spelling if needed.
Yeah, because obviously we haven't really sort of talked about, we mentioned functional skills, but we've got that functional skills support as well for the maths and the English to sort of help develop people's skills too. So yeah, obviously you've got that support, and we do tend to have we get tutors to sort of come out as well, so that if they do need that extra support for the English and maths, obviously we've got that, the professionals can come in and out.
And what's important about that is it also gives them a break from us. They might not want to work with us for the full day. It gives them a little bit of a break where they can work with somebody else.
Yeah, and it's got that extra, we say the extra support, but again, that sort of a support mechanism, which I think a lot of people sometimes need to especially when you're coming back to qualifications and you've not necessarily done anything formal for a while. Fab. Excellent. I will I'm gonna stop our recording there.